Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here and investing your time in improving your English and yourself. Some people say cheating is completely wrong, but if you have ever been in a relationship that made you feel lonely even when you were still holding someone's hand, you will understand why this story is not simply about right or wrong. There are nights when you lie next to the person you love, but you feel distant, like two strangers. There are conversations that end in silence, not because there is nothing left to say, but because no one wants to understand anymore. And then, one day, another person appears. Not very special, but they make you feel heard. The question starts from there. Cheating, is it completely wrong, or is it sometimes just the result of something that has been broken for a very long time? No one enters a relationship with the plan to betray. When people first fall in love, they want to hold the other person tightly, and they want to be the only one in their partner's eyes. Think back. There were days when just one message from them could make you happy all day. But then life starts to come in. Work, pressure, money, family. Conversations slowly change from "how are you today" to "have you eaten yet?" and finally to nothing left to say. Care does not disappear immediately. It fades, slowly, little by little, like a rope that has been pulled too tight for too long. And the scariest thing is not arguing. It is not wanting to argue anymore. When you no longer have enough feeling to argue, it means you are also no longer trying to keep the relationship. Cheating does not start when you meet a third person. It starts when two people in a relationship stop looking in the same direction. What makes many people step outside is not because they want to betray. It is because they feel they were already left alone before that. You can be in a relationship, but still feel like you are not important anymore. You speak, but no one listens. You feel sad, but no one asks. You try, but no one notices. That feeling does not come once and go away. It repeats, day after day, until you start to ask yourself if you are in the right place. And then another person appears. They don't do anything big. They simply listen until you finish your sentence. They remember small things that the other person forgot a long time ago. They make you feel that you still have value, and you start to open your heart, not because you want to betray, but because you want to feel that you still exist in a relationship. Not every cheating story is the same. Some people cheat because of desire. Some people do it because of curiosity. But some people simply feel too tired when they have to carry a broken relationship alone. Some people don't leave not because they still love, but because they don't have the courage to start again. They stay, but their heart has already gone somewhere else, and then they find a small place to breathe in another person. This doesn't make the action right, but it makes the story much more complicated. You cannot just look at the result and make a conclusion, because behind every betrayal, there is always a quiet process that no one sees. Cheating is still a choice, and that choice causes pain. No one can deny that. The person who is betrayed will be hurt. They will feel lied to, replaced, and disrespected. Those feelings are real, and no reason can completely erase those consequences. But if you only stop at calling someone a bad person, you will miss the whole story behind. Some people are wrong, but they were not bad from the beginning. They are just people who got lost in their own relationship. They don't know how to say what they are missing. They don't know how to leave when they should leave. And in the end, they chose a wrong way to solve a real problem. The most important thing is not which side you stand on. It is whether you understand what is happening in your relationship. If you feel lonely while still in love, that is a sign. If you start looking for care from someone else, that is a warning. If you no longer want to talk to the person next to you, that is not a small problem. Cheating is not the starting point. It is the ending point of many things that were never solved. And if you only look at the ending, you will never change anything. Cheating does not always start from selfishness, but it almost always ends with pain. You can find reasons, but you cannot erase the consequences. And if you are in a relationship where you feel like you are slowly disappearing, Don't wait until a third person appears to realize it. Look back, speak out, or, if needed, leave in a respectful way. Because sometimes the right thing is not to stay at all costs. It is to be courageous enough not to hurt anyone else anymore, including yourself. If you find this video interesting and helpful, please give me a like and subscribe.